Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Hi, Jackie. Coach said prior to tonight that you've been elevating your game in a different way, that you've been getting better and better. Do you feel that? And if so, what are you going to do to make sure you continue to do just that?
Yeah, I think, just stay in the gym, keep working hard, watch some film, each night they're showing different coverages with me, and so sometimes they'll blitz it, sometimes they'll hedge it, sometimes they'll be in a drop, it just depends. So just coming off trying to make the right read, and then just getting my teammates involved, whether I'm coming off and I have the pocket to I have my own, or I have my teammates on the weak side, and so, just trying to get better game by game.
Jackie, there have been some top reserves in this organization since you've come into the league, but predominantly we've seen them be either three, mainly fours, right? You're the 6 players of the year. Outside the year, Kelsey won it. Dana, when she comes into the game and you're on the floor with her, what sort of comfort zone does she put you in, knowing what she's capable of, and how do you sometimes sit back and watch what she does and marvel at it?
Yeah, Dana is a great player. Whenever she comes in, the game changes. And I think it starts with her defense. She's picking them up full court and really pressuring them. So that helps us whenever they're taking time off the shot clock to get into their sets, And so it kind of starts with her on the defensive end whenever she's amped up and guarding them with a lot of physicality. And then we match that same intensity, And then at the same time, she can go get a bucket too. And so it's cool to just see her come in and have an impact on the game every time she checks in.
Anyone in the room before we go to Zoom? All right, Andrew on Zoom. Andrew.
Thanks, Caroline, Carly, for that. Jackie, just want to ask you, just seeing Asia have the first 30-20 game in WNBA history, and doing that against rebounders like a legend like Tina, Nelson Adoa, Edwards, and Morrow, you just talk about how we know Asia's amazing, but how she just continues to reset a new bar.
Yeah, every night she shows up, and I think that's why, she's so great at what she does. She shows up on both ends for us, and having 32 and 20 is crazy. Like you said, it's the first one in league history, but I think it just shows how much work she puts in every night. She's a super hard worker, and so it's cool to see her hard work pay off. And at the same time, they're bringing double teams to her, triple teams to her, and she's having to navigate that and play out of that, and she's still able to put up insane numbers every night.
Thank you.
Jordan on Zoom. Jordan.
Hey, Jackie, Jordan from Television Sports. Congrats on the win and for becoming 3rd all-time in assists in franchise history. So you guys are stacking up wins, and yet it still feels like you have yet to play a complete game for all 4 quarters. Do you think that makes you guys a dangerous team heading into the playoffs, knowing that you haven't had a full, complete game just yet?
Yeah, we're just trying to stack some wins, heading into this last part of the season. And I think the biggest thing is, trying to put together a full 40. Like you said, we haven't done that yet. We're getting close. But I think, just executing on the defensive end because we know we can score the ball. But I think taking care of business on defense is the biggest thing for us. And once we do that, we'll be able to put together a full 40.
Jackie, it's been mentioned a few times that now the Aces have won 4 games in a row. They've also won 6 of our last 7. So naturally, I imagine the vibes in the locker room had to be at a pretty high point at this stage in the season. How does that feel now that you're heading into the final month of a regular season?
Yeah, it feels good, It's been a kind of up and down season for us, but the vibes are good, Everybody's coming in with a lot of energy, excitement, and just, ready to play. And so I think it's been showing, with the wins that we've been getting. And then just, the attention to detail. You guys know that we've been doing some of the scout now. And so I think that's just had us a little bit more locked in, But yeah, I think just being locked in this last half of the season, last month of the season, just finishing on a high note.
All right, thank you, Jackie.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.